Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are home for one more game to take on the Nationals, finish up this series. I did not look ahead to see who we are playing next. I guess I could do that now. That's not what I meant to click. There we go. Washington's actually played us really tough the first two games, much better than what they did at their place. Though we have still won both games, so can't complain too much. Let's see. Oh, we host the Brewers again coming up next, and then we won't see the Brewers again until the end of June, which I didn't think is I know we see them again right at the end of the year. So we still got some Brewers to go after this, but it'll be a little while. We'll get to see some new teams after that, with the Reds and the Cardinals coming up, and then the Marlins after that. Jonathan on the mound today. Pitching rotation seems to be much better at the moment anyway. Robinson Cano at the plate. He will look at strike one. That pitch is down and out. Jonathan comes back with the palm ball that misses again. 2-1. Slider catches the outside corner, makes it 2-2. This curveball just misses outside. We've got a full count to start the game. And then a line drive into center field, actually more right center. That's going to roll past Marvin, and Robinson Cano is going to go into second base with a leadoff double. Good start for Washington. Let's see if they can back it up. Next up to the plate is Delman Young. He will look at a fastball for strike one. And fouled away to make it 0-2. Swings and misses at the palm ball for strike three. One down, ultimate at the plate. Runner still on second base. First pitch, that slider well high. And a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Palm ball misses, down and out. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Fastball down the middle, ultimate freezes up. Two away now, Nick Johnson at the plate. He's going to have to get a hit if Washington wants to start off this game with a run. He swings and misses at the first pitch, swings and misses at the second pitch. Pops this one up. Chief is going to field it just in foul ground, and that will end the inning. So Cano with the leadoff double, but the Nationals do nothing behind him. The Squirrels are going to start off with Kester at the plate. Normal lineup out there for the Nationals. Kelvin Escobar, if I can get it out right, is going to start this game off. Trying to hit that M instead of an N at the end, I think kind of messed up my pronunciation. Anyway, first pitch to Kester is called a strike. Second pitch is fouled back. 0-2. And fastball just off the plate. Kester does not bite on it. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, Marvin to the plate. He will bat left-handed. And starts off with a ground ball that Johnson, just on the edge of his range, grabs and gets back to first just in time. So, Chief at the plate. Two down, nobody on base. First pitch is too high. Second pitch is a called strike on a changeup. That's followed up with the fastball that Chief whiffs on. 1-2. Into left field, but it's going to hook well foul. Still 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Good start for the Nationals on the defensive side. So we'll go to the second inning. Zimmerman is going to lead things off for the Nationals. We are still scoreless. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is bounced in, 1-1. Low again, 2-1. Swing and a miss, makes it 2-2. Line drive into right field. That's going to get down for another leadoff hit. This time a single, which will bring Corey Patterson to the plate. First pitch, a fastball on the inside. And a swung on and missed palm ball makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss on another fastball for strike 3. Johnny Estrada now at the plate, and he looks at a slider for strike 1. Hits this one, a ground ball over first. Terry does grab it and throws to second, and they do get it back to first in time for the double play. I did not think they were going to get Estrada back at first, but that is a double play. Mark that one down. I think Terry's then one ended up covering first as well, so 3-6-3, I believe, on that double play. And Terry, right on cue, will lead off things in the bottom of the second inning. He grounds this one to Felipe Lopez. Has a bit of a long throw, and it will not be in time. Terry beats it out. Infield hit, the first hit today for the Squirrels. Brings Frank to the plate, and he will watch a ball. Then a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Popped up in foul ground. Johnson goes over by the first base coach and makes the grab. One down, Tom at the plate. Runner still on first. First pitch is a fastball for strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. And this one's too low. 1-2 the count. Popped up in the air near second base. Lopez makes the grab. 2 down, runner on first. Zach at the plate now. And his first pitch is inside. Escobar misses again to make it 2-0. This one low in the zone, but it is called a strike. 2-1. And a swing and a miss to even the count at 2-2. Misses outside. Terry will be off with this pitch. Zach looks at strike 3. So we'll go into the third inning. Still no score. The Nationals will start off with Felipe Lopez at the plate. Jonathan winds and delivers a curveball that's whiffed on. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down. Escobar now at the plate. Did not pay attention to his numbers. He grounds this one back to Jonathan. 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Robinson Cano doubled in his first at-bat. 4 strikeouts for Jonathan, the first time through the Nationals order. Has Cano with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the top of the third. No scores. We go to the bottom half of the inning where Joey will lead things off. First pitch to Joey is a fastball inside. Good eye from the shortstop. And then a swing and a miss to make things 1-1. That fastball is too high. Ground foul makes it a 2-2 count. There's a slider for strike 3. Jonathan at the plate still has not gotten a hit this year. And if we're not into mid-May, then we're getting pretty close to it. He pops out to Johnson at first, so it won't be that at bat either. 4 strikeouts for Escobar the first time through the Squirrels order. Kester pops this one up in front of the plate, more towards third. Estrada makes the grab, and that's that. quick bottom of the third. Still scoreless as we go into the fourth, where Delman Young will lead off. Young struck out in his first at-bat, and he looks at a backdoor slider for strike one here. There's another called strike to make it 0-2. And in the dirt. Comes back. Another fastball. This one a strike on the outside corner. One down. Ultimate at the plate. He also struck out in his first at-bat. You might remember Cano was on second for all these guys' first at-bat. Ultimate with an 0-2 count. Puts this one into the air, into left center. That's going to fall for a base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Nick Johnson fouled out at his first at-bat. I believe Chief is the one who caught it, if I remember right. He's quickly down 0-2 in this at-bat. And grounds this one through the left side of the infield for back-to-back base hits. Washington, maybe with something cooking, has runners on first and second for Ryan Zimmerman. And he will start off with the pitch that gets away from Tom. Runners move up to second and third. Jonathan fires in a fastball. Zimmerman lets it go. 1-1. This fastball just misses outside. A bunt. Tom fields it, goes to first. A sacrifice squeeze puts the Nationals ahead 1-0, and they may not be done yet. There are 2 outs, but a runner on third. Corey Patterson swings and misses. And then a slider in the dirt. Good scoop by Tom. A swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Curveball that's fouled away. Still 1-2. Jonathan from the stretch throws another curveball and gets a called strike 3. The Washington Nationals go in front 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, where Marvin will lead things off. Marvin ground out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. This one misses outside, 1-1. Line drive, that will get over the head of Lopez. Close play, he did make a jump for it, but could not grab it. So that's a leadoff single, brings Chief back to the plate. He pops this one foul. Stays up there a while, but it does finally hit the wall. Thought Estrada might have a play on that. Hits this one foul again, this one more easily into the seats. And then swings and misses for strike 3. 1 on, 1 out. Terry at the plate already has a base hit today. Looks at strike 1. And this one misses low. Escobar comes back with a changeup that gets fouled straight back. 1-2. And Terry goes down swinging. 2 down. Frank at the plate. He fouled out in his first at bat. And he will look at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss, though it gets away from Estrada, so Marvin will move into scoring position. 0-2 count, though. This one out of the zone. Frank lays off. Fouls this one sharply down the third base line. Still 1-2. This one just misses outside. 2-2. Hopping ball to short. Lopez over to first in time, and that will end the fourth inning. The Nationals lead 1-0, and they will start off with Johnny Estrada in the fifth. Estrada ground to first for a double play in his first at-bat, so pretty sure he won't do that again. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And looks at strike 3. 1 down, Lopez at the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. This one ground just foul down the first base line. Foul back to make it 0-2. Jonathan throws a fastball, and Lopez looks at it for strike 3. That'll bring Escobar to the plate. His 176 average looks very pitcher-like. Looks at strike 1. He weakly ground back to Jonathan in his first at-bat. But he is in position for the win as we speak. And has a 2-1 count in this at-bat. There's a strike. Jonathan's sitting on 9 strikeouts at the moment. Sure, he would love to get number 10 here. And he does with a fastball right down the middle. We'll go into the bottom of the 5th inning. Washington still ahead 1-0. Tom will come to the plate for the Squirrels. First pitch to Tom is a bit high. There's a called strike. Misses outside, 2-1. Misses again, 3-1 the count. Might this be the first walk of the day? It sure is. So Tom will take first, nobody out. Zach at the plate, struck out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1 here on a pitch down at the knees. And swings and misses at a fastball that was very hittable. He did not hit it. Hits this one, though, into right field. That will drop in for a good base hit. Zach stays at first. Tom goes on to third. So runners on the corners with nobody out. Joey at the plate, and he smacks a hit into right field, and this game is tied at 1. Runners on first and second for Jonathan. Still nobody out. Thought maybe he would bunt here, but he looks at strike 1. Still no sign of a bunt. He does swing and hits it towards the middle. Cano grabs that one on the fly. 2 away, runners on first and second. Kester at the plate. He will look at a ball inside. This one bounces in, 2-0. Low again, 3-0 the count. Kester taking all the way. It's now 3-1. Swing and a miss, full count. Only 1 out, runner should stay put. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Not a very timely strikeout if you're a Squirrels fan. That will bring Marvin to the plate. He's still got runners on first and second and a pitch out of the zone. This one catches the outside corner to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Squirrels do score 1 to tie the game. We'll go into the 6th inning. Robinson Cano coming to the plate. Teams very evenly matched, both with 1 run and both with 4 hits so far today. Cano is 1 for 2 today, a double and a strikeout. He's way behind on that curveball to start this at-bat. And looks at a fastball for strike 2. Fouls this pitch away down the third base line. Still 0-2. Another fastball. This one swung on and missed. 1 down. Delman Young is struck out in both at-bats today. Once swinging, once looking. Looks at strike 1 here. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts for Delman Young. Ultimate got a hit in his last at-bat. He will look at strike 1 here. And that fastball is too low. And then too high. 2-1 the count. An ultimate, a line drive into left center. That's going to roll past Marvin, though not all the way to that 424-foot wall. But a 2-out double will bring Nick Johnson to the plate with a chance to go back in front. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Bounces that palm ball in. Johnson does not chase it. Another palm ball. This one is swung on for strike 3. So we are still tied at 1 as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, where Chief will lead things off for the Squirrels. The Nationals are going to change pitchers and bring in Rafael Soriano. Escobar will leave without a decision. Chief has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Watches that fastball stay high. This one inside, 2-0. There's a called strike down in the zone. And right down the middle, all Chief can do is pop it up in front of the plate. Estrada makes the grab, 1 away. Terry at the plate is 1 for 2 so far. Did strike out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Hits this one pretty good ways, but I think Patterson's going to catch up with it, and he does. Just a simple F8. 2 away. Frank at the plate. Nobody on base. He swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one in the air to left. Young chasing it, and he will make it there and catch it for the last out of the inning. We go into the 7th. A lot of times I leave the guys in, but I feel like I have to make a pitching change because our rotation has just been a wreck. So we will go with Gonzalez into Frank's spot, which will bring Quinton into the game. Whoop. There we go. All right, Gonzalez starting off with Ryan Zimmerman. He's got a base hit, and he put down the squeeze to score the only Washington run so far. He currently has a 1-2 count. And Gonzalez gets him to swing and miss at a fastball for out number 1. Corey Patterson has struck out in both at-bats so far. Looks at strike 1 here. That one is too low. Low again. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Hit towards Chief. And there's not even going to be a throw. That's an infield hit. That will bring Johnny Estrada to the plate. He is hit into a double play and struck out. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. And make it 3-0. That fastball misses inside. This one catches the corner, 3-1. And then a walk with the changeup that's too low. Runners on first and second. We are going to get a pinch something. A pinch runner is going to come in for Estrada. From a speed 4 to speed 12. That is a pretty significant upgrade. First pitch to Lopez is outside. Second pitch is called a strike. This one hit into left field. It'll get down for a base hit, and Lopez is going to score. Washington retakes the lead 2-1, and Soriano at the plate is going to show bunt. And he gets down a pretty good one. Chief is going to have to go to first with it. 2 outs, but the successful sacrifice puts runners on second and third for Robinson Cano, who started off the game with a double. He has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Grounds this one foul, just missed the first base bag. 1-2. Up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit. 1 run already in, 2 runs in, and the Nationals have taken a 4-1 lead. Delman Young now at the plate. He has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. Grounds this one to second, and that will be the last out of the top of the 7th. It's stretch time. The Nationals leading 4-1. Tom will be leading off on the other side. right, the Squirrels in some trouble here. Suzuki's going to come in and catch. Lopez will stay in and play second base. We'll see how that actually affects their order. The Soriano stayed in. Tom grounds the first pitch to first, and that is an out. Zach is 1 for 2 so far. He will look at strike one. Hits this one. That'll get through the right side of the infield. A 1-out single. That will bring Joey to the plate. He's 1 for 2 so far. And he looks at strike one. Hits this one, and it's going to stay fair down the left field line. Tom on his way to, or Zach rather, on his way to third. That's a double for Joey. Runners on second and third, and that brings the tying run to the plate in the form of Quinton with his first at-bat of the day. Soriano will have to pitch Quinton carefully. Gets a called strike up in the zone. And a swing and a miss on a slider. 0-2. Fouls this pitch away down the seats near third base. Still 0-2. Hits this one pretty hard, but foul. Quinton hanging tough here. That one well out of the zone. 1-2. Called strike three on a changeup. Good at bat for Soriano. That'll bring Kester to the plate. 2 away, but 2 runners in scoring position. As he looks at strike one. Misses inside. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. Hits a ground ball to first. Johnson will step on the bag. We go into the 8th inning. The Nationals leading 4-1. Ultimate is due up for Washington. Ultimate is 2 for 3 today. Strikeout, single, double. Watches the first pitch go high. Second pitch is put into center field, left center field. Marvin does a better job cutting that off. Ultimate going for second. He does make it there for another double. Another run in scoring position for the Nationals. Nick Johnson at the plate, looks at strike one. He hits a line drive, but Terry gets up, makes the grab, and Ultimate had already taken off towards third. He gets doubled off of second base. Big defensive play there to give the Squirrels a chance. That'll bring Ryan Zimmerman to the plate. He is, I believe, 1 for 2 thanks to the sacrifice bunt. Sacrifice RBI bunt, I should say. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. Make it 1-2 after that swing and a miss. And another splitter for another swing and a miss for strike three. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. Washington still leading 4-1. Marvin will lead off things for the Squirrels. Marvin 1 for 3 today, and he will open up the at-bat with the ball. There's a called strike to make it 1-1. Misses inside to make it 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. That'll bring Chief to the plate. He is 0 for 3, struck out a couple times and then flew out as that pitch is up and in. Ooh, I didn't like that call. Looked well high, but Soriano gets the call, 1-1. Chief smacks this one a mile, but it's foul. Makes it 1-2. Hits this one not as hard, but definitely a hit into left center. 1 on, 1 out. Terry at the plate. He's 1 for 3 so far. And first pitch drifts outside. This pitch hit down the third base line. Zimmerman is able to make the grab. We will not have Gonzalez hit. Sweeney's usually our guy. I know his average hasn't shown it this year, but I'm going to bet on history and put him into the game. Runner on first with 2 outs. Soriano getting tired. Does fire in strike 1. This is fouled away down the first base line. 0-2. Will this stay fair? It does. Drops in for a base hit down the line. So that gamble pays off, though no run yet. Runners on the corners for Tom. Well, this wouldn't be a very good double switch, now would it? Swings and misses. Sweeney, though, will steal second base. So that puts runners on first and second. Tying run is at the plate. Tom with an 0-1 count. This pitch misses inside. Hits this one into left center. Will it get over Young's head? It will. 1 run already in. 2 runs in. Tom on his way actually is going to stop at second base. A 2 RBI double. Nationals still lead, but now it's 4-3. So that will bring Zach to the plate, but the Nationals are going to go to their bullpen. They're going to find Brad Thompson. All right, Zach is 2 for 3, has hits in each of his last 2 at-bats. And he hits this one just foul down the left field line. Nearly tied the game there. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Called strike 3 on the slider, and the Nationals are out of the jam. We go into the 9th. The Nationals still clinging to a 1-run lead. They're going to start off with Corey Patterson to try to find some insurance. We will go to Zach's spot. Let's put Miyake into the game. He can play right. Oh, wait. Forgot we already had Sweeney into the game. We'll let him play right. That's fine. He's fast. He's got a good arm. All right, Patterson got a base hit in his last at-bat. I believe it was an infield hit, if I remember right. Looks at strike 1. And that's going to be a solid base hit into center field. He's going to try for second. Marvin's throw goes to second, and it is not in time. Leadoff double to second. Gutsy play by Patterson, but he makes it work. Wasn't a bad throw by Marvin either. Jose Lopez looks at strike 1, his first at-bat of the day. Looks at strike 2. Swings and misses for strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. Brings Felipe Lopez to the plate with a runner on second. 1 out, and the first pitch is outside. Second pitch is too low. Maybe Zach looking to set up a double play here. Well, throws a strike here. 2-1. Gets a swing and a miss on the changeup to make it 2-2. Just misses outside. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 away. Looks like they're going to let Thompson hit. He only faced the 1 batter, so I guess that's fine, although I have a feeling Washington's going to move to whoever their closer is anyway. Thompson grounds back to Zapp. He gets out of the inning with no runs, getting around a leadoff double. Squirrels need 1 to stay alive. They're going to start off with Joey at the plate. And maybe Thompson is the closer. He stays in the game, and Joey fouls the first pitch away down the right field line. Pops this one up. Suzuki should have room, and he does for the first out. Quinton at the plate now. Struck out looking in his first at-bat. This pitch misses inside. And a swing and a miss to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss again. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Squirrels down to their last out. Kester 0 for 4 so far today. He will look at a fastball too low. Oh, Splitter called a strike. Didn't like the call. This one bounces in. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2-2. Bounces another one in. We've got a full count. 2 outs. Nobody on base. Thompson throws a slider that's ground to third. Throw goes to first. And the Nationals, for the first time in like 9 tries, I think. Well, they might have... Well, no, I think that is their first win against us. Anyway, breaks the Squirrels' winning streak. Your final score today, Washington Nationals 4, Indianapolis Squirrels 3. Was a fun game. Obviously a tight game, but you know, we were definitely due for a loss. And the Nationals played us tough the other 2 games, so glad to see them come away with the win. We definitely have the cushion to give one up. Felipe Lopez, going to be your player of the game for hitting the go-ahead run in the 7th, or knocking in that go-ahead run. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got the Brewers coming to town tomorrow. We will see you then.